Right to be Read podcast, episode number 99. What they don't teach us at schools.
Hey authors, wish you could just write books and forget about all this marketing and coordinating with freelancers and formatting and proofreading and stuff? You're not alone. It's every artist's dream to just be able to create art while turning over the whole business and marketing side to someone who really loves and is really great at doing just that. If you're ready to start treating your writing like a business and get an experienced publishing and marketing team behind your words, pay a visit to Archangel Inc. Archangel Inc. does absolutely everything needed to take a manuscript and turn it into a finished product ready to sell in all markets and multiple formats, from cover design to audiobook and everything in between. And as an Archangel Inc. client, you'll be able to promote your book through Buck Books, the world's fastest growing book promotion website, at no extra charge. To find out more, go to www.archangelinc.com. That's archangelinc.com.
You are listening to the Right to be Read podcast, and this is your host, Ani Alexander.
Hello everyone and welcome to the Right to be Read podcast, the podcast that inspires and encourages writers. I'm your host, Ani Alexander, and today I will be talking about something that I thought of quite often these days, and that is the schools and what they teach us there, or to be more specific, what they don't teach us there and what I wish that they did though. So it seems like when I was young, we trusted the educational system and thought that it was enough to gain all the knowledge one needs to have for the adult life there. Maybe that's because the educational system was much better back then, or maybe it's because we were extremely naive. Well, I don't know which one, to be honest, but still. Now I start really disliking schools, and I have a feeling that most of the important things are not taught there. Besides that, in the times when the access to information and knowledge is just a few keystrokes away, I just don't see the value schools bring so much. So, when I talk to people and complain about the schools, because my son goes to school right now, so I'm kind of, getting a new info from there every single day, I'm also trying to explain what I wish I was taught there myself, or what I wish they taught my son there. So I decided to share those with you today, and going back, I thought about the things that I wish I knew beforehand, and I wish I was told back at school and not knowing many years later based on the experience. So let's see what I'm talking about here. I wish that instead of teaching what one should do in life and what is wrong and right, they taught us to follow our dreams. Unfortunately, most of us forget about our childhood dreams by the time we grow up. But maybe that would not happen if we were told that dreams and adult life could coexist, and that childhood dreams are not necessarily incompatible with the real life. I meet so many people who wish they were doing something else instead, who still recalled the dreams they had in the past and regret that they never ever tried to make them happen. Schools concentrate so much on the pragmatic thinking that sometimes we end up thinking that dreaming is stupid. Dreaming big becomes a sign of being immature, and as a result, many of us end dreaming altogether. Well, you know what? All that is bullshit. I'm more than certain that we all need to dream. Always. No matter how old we are. Dreams should be part of our life, and I wish someone told that to me at school. So that is why I'm telling you this now. Follow your dreams, so instead of regrets or dreamless life, you'll end up being excited. So the other wrong misperception we have at school is that if we study well, we will get a guaranteed success. And that is not true at all. Only the academic knowledge is not enough. It is necessary, absolutely, I don't deny that, but it's not enough. There is so much more you need to have. You gotta have emotional intelligence, which is not taught in school yet. And you need to have a certain unique personality. And unfortunately, no one can teach you that as well. So what do we learn at school apart from the academic stuff? Well, we are told that standard life scenario is the right one. So we are brought up thinking that the right way is to study well, to graduate and get into university, to graduate from there, get a job, climb the career ladder, get married, buy a house, have kids. And what they don't tell us in school is that there is a choice. And the choice is not simply studying well and being successful and rich, or study poorly and being poor and unhappy, as they imply. What they should teach us at school is that there is always a choice, and most importantly, there is a choice of not following the crowd. And that leads me to the next thing I wish they taught. I wish they taught children at school that it is, if not awesome, at least it is okay to be different. I went to school in times when the Soviet Union still existed, and back then any kind of differentiation, not only at schools but anywhere else basically, was punished. And we were supposed to dress, think, and behave the same way. All of us. So maybe that is why I kind of love the fact that I can no longer hide the fact that I'm different and love being that way. I don't know, maybe. But I also wish that children at school were told that one does not necessarily have to work for someone else and that there is a choice. So instead of teaching how to write a CV, how to pass an interview, how to select companies to apply for, maybe they should also teach that, something else that you can do instead. So, yes, I agree that entrepreneurship is not for everyone, but working for a company is not for everyone either. And I wish that people knew that beforehand. I also wish that children knew that it is okay to fail, and there is no such person who has never failed before. So children have to be taught not to get discouraged, not to give up, to stand up straight and try again when they fail, which is not the case, unfortunately. So school tests usually, the way the tests and exams are designed, are in such way that they make children use their left brain. And only the left part of their brain is graded as a result. So that's kind of good, but the left brain, although it's very important indeed, it's not everything. They should know that the right brain also exists, and it also needs to be used. So just like they learn the basics of maths at school, they also need to learn about their creativity and intuition. And I think that if that was the case and we knew from the young age how to tap into that creativity and intuition and how to develop those, we would definitely become a much better writers for sure. So as you can see, I don't expect too much from schools and universities. On top of what we get there, I think that the life and personal experiences are much better teachers. So I guess that was all for today, but I'm not leaving you yet because I want you to know that the next episode of The Right to be Read is episode number 100. And I'm really, really excited about that. I have prepared a special episode for you and I hope you'll enjoy it. So just stay tuned and I'll meet you then.